All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with the one, the only Crispy Carly. Crispy, how we doing?
I'm feeling really good, still on a gratitude high from this past weekend.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel you. No doubt about it. I mean, talk to us a little bit more about that big win. I mean, you got the 50K bonus. I mean, talk to us a little bit more about that big fight.
Yeah, that fight. I knew that fight was big for for my future and my career moving forward. So, because I'm coming off two losses, man, it's like it doesn't look good, especially on my record. So it's kind of comical, my record's 3-2. So I even look, people are like dogging me for it, and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I'll have a point. It's pretty bad, but I'm good, I swear. And I knew I was gonna show people that I'm meant to be in the UFC, and we got the job done Saturday. And I think I showed a lot of people that I have high level striking, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Hopefully, show people that I'm meant to be in the UFC and keep earning my spot and work my way up the rankings and so on and so forth. So I'm excited for my future.
Yeah, and we're definitely excited for your future as well. I mean, not only did you get a big win, I mean, it was a pretty sweet knockout. I mean, with the head kick. I mean, talk to us a bit more. Was that like part of the plans? I mean, talk to us a bit more about that.
Yeah, I definitely knew. I had three setups in my mind all fight week that I knew I was gonna land. One of the setups that I was thinking about, I was just visualizing all those different setups that I was planning on. I knew I could land the question mark kick. I thought I could land the teep and then snap kick to the chin. So that was one of the other ones. And then I thought I could land a hard right hand. So those were like the three setups that I was looking for the whole time. But two of them came off the teep, the question mark kick over the top. And we work a lot of all of my kicks looking like they're coming up the middle. So even my round kick, it's not really round. It's like it's my knees coming just up the middle, the same as a teep, but then I snap the kick over the top. So that's definitely been in my game plan. All fight camp was setting up something up the middle and have her thinking it's coming, and then we flip it over the top, or we snap the kick to the head whenever she thinks it's going to the body. So we executed that very well.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely executed it very perfectly, no doubt about it. And now with you getting that big head kick on her on Eunice, I mean, obviously, she had a big win with a head kick. Was it a little bit sweeter to kind of land that on her after she kind of did it as well?
Yeah, definitely. And I could tell kind of like the UFC and the media was trying to hype her up. Like this was supposed to be her fight. She was supposed to knock me out. She was supposed to knock, a 3-2 girl out. She was undefeated. She was supposed to stay that way, and it didn't go her way. And I don't know. I'm sure she's a great person, and she wasn't really cocky, but I just felt like all week I felt like it was my night, and I felt like I knew I was gonna go in there and just steal her hype. I think after I got the knockout, my coach was screaming, "That's how you steal a hype," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it is. It feels good. It felt good
Yeah.
to."
Yeah, no, I definitely think a lot of people are going to be on your hype train, no doubt about it. Now, Juliana Miller, she just got booked with another fight. I know that was a fight you previously had, but I mean, maybe your future looking like? Do you have maybe any opponents in mind?
I don't really have any opponents in mind. I honestly thought they may try to book me with Juliana Miller because I hadn't realized that she found a fight. But honestly, whoever they give me, I'm down to fight. I mean, I know that they're gonna. I'm nowhere close to the rankings, so they'll probably give me somebody also not in the rankings. And people asking me, if I want the belt. Obviously, I want the belt, but I also like. I'm taking my time. I just got here, and I'll do as many fights as get as much experience, and to make sure that whenever I do fight for a title that I'm ready and I have experience for it. So I'll take my time, go at whatever pace the UFC wants me to, and fight whoever they put in front of me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely some good news, no doubt about it. And obviously, you want to be on Dustin Poirier's undercard if they go to the Louisiana. I mean, how confident are you potentially being on that undercard in the future?
I think it's a very big, very high possibility, because I think with this finish, I think I earned a little bit, earned a little bit of respect there, and I think I can definitely be on, the prelims there. They have so many good fighters in Louisiana. I definitely don't expect to be on the main card in the Louisiana, but I think all the Louisiana fans, and especially Lafayette, Louisiana fans, would love to have me on there. Also, obviously, like I said, Dustin Poirier is the reason everybody's going to be there, but it would just be an added plus if I was on that too.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that would be a good spot for you to maybe fight in the future, no doubt about it. And talk to us a bit more about your training camp. I mean, how have you kind of been improving every day to kind of be the best version of you?
I think one of the biggest differences I kind of made, especially for this training camp, was being intentional, not just showing up to practice because it's time to show up. It's like actually focusing every second. And then if I lose focus, lock back in, because you can, a lot of people just show up to practices and like check it off the list and that they showed up, but that's not enough, especially when you're trying to be at the highest level. Like you have to, every second counts, especially if you're trying to get better. And then whenever, as you get better, the window, the margin of growth is a little smaller, because you're already good at these things. So you have to like pick the fine details and perfect those, because it's easy to get better when you have so much to get better at. But when you're getting good at things, it's like you have to really lock in and find, and be aware of your body and all the movements you're making, because it's hard to grow whenever you start fixing things. It's like there's always something tiny to fix, and you have to dig and try to find that to fix it.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I definitely hear you when it comes to that kind of stuff. And another thing I was curious about, I mean, how active do you kind of want to be in 2025? How many times do you want to compete?
I would love to fight at least 3 times, 4 if possible, but I want to be very active. I fought one time in the past, for the past 2 years, I fought once a year. So I would love to fight 3 times a year, every year. So, yeah, I'm down to stay active all year. Whenever they call me, I'm ready. So.
Yeah, very nice. That's definitely good to hear as well. And I mean, when it comes to your training partners, I mean, who are maybe some of the best training partners to make you the best version of you?
I don't have too many female training partners around here. I have a lot of male training partners that I train with. I have one of my coaches that came with me this past weekend. He came because my head coach couldn't come, Drake Pellegra. He spars with me. He sparred with me a lot for this camp. I travel to Shreveport to train with Andrea Lee, Victoria, Leonardo Mason. I train to Main Street Boxing in Houston to train with some of those girls there, because they have a great women's team. So I traveled a little bit for this past camp, but and I got great work with them, so they were a huge help.
Yeah, no, and with you mentioning Drake, I mean, how do you kind of see his career kind of playing out? Do you think he'll maybe be in the UFC one day in the future?
Definitely. That's one of the main reasons why I had asked him to come fill my head coach's spot this past weekend, because I know that he's one of the next ones out of Lafayette to be in the UFC. So I wanted him to get a taste of everything, because he's going to be there real soon.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. He's definitely a problem, and I'm looking forward to seeing how his career unfolds. And another thing I wanted to ask you about, I was checking out your Instagram. You were trying out all those donuts. I mean, talk us a little more about kind of how you kind of fell in love with your donuts and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean the story's getting kind of well known. I grew up in a cake shop. My grandparents owned a cake shop growing up. We all pretty much lived right in the backyard of it. So my grandma would give us sweets any time of the day, whatever we wanted. Freaking cookies for breakfast. She would just like spoil us, right? Because that's what grandmothers do. And so pretty much I'm addicted to sugar. My favorite sweets is donuts. So that's kind of where it came from. But it's like a two-sided. Crispy, my nickname is like Krispy Kreme donuts. But the majority of it comes from me just wanting to have a crisp, clean, smooth fighting style. So it kind of is, I think it's perfect for me.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I definitely think it's a good blend for sure. Now, when you travel and go to all these different fights, you try to like go somewhere and like pick out like donuts and whatnot when you go to these different arenas.
Oh yeah, definitely. Before I even get there, like in the beginning of camp, I'll pick out a donut spot and I'll just like, fantasize over it the whole fight camp. And then after the fight, we head straight there. Well, we'll go eat first and then we'll head straight and get some donuts. So yeah, I had Pink Box Donuts in Las Vegas this time around, and I had did my research way before we even stepped foot in the building.
I like it. I'm definitely glad to hear you did your research. Now, I'm curious as well too. Like when you go to like Vegas or maybe like other places, is there like maybe like better donut places? Which maybe the best place?
I think you cannot beat Krispy Kreme donuts, man. Some people hate on them, but yeah, that's the best place I've tried so far. I haven't had anything yet that can even come close to Krispy Kreme donuts. And the flavor, how soft and light the donuts are. So yeah, Krispy Kreme, and it's not even just because my nickname is Crispy. It's like even if my nickname wasn't Crispy, Krispy Kreme 100% is my favorite.
There you go. I like it. That's definitely some good stuff there. No doubt about it. And another thing I was curious about. Obviously, you're a beast and whatnot in the cage, but I mean, what else do you kind of like to do outside the cage when you're not in there training and fighting?
I like to eat. I like to cook. I like to bake. I bake a lot. I like to try different recipes like bread. I like to make sweets. But obviously I can't eat everything I bake, so I share it with people. I love to be outside. I like to, go kayaking every once in a while. I love to go to the park and just kind of like sit and with my picnic blanket and my dog and my fiance and all that. So I like to do a lot of different things outdoors, but for the most part, I'm training, so I don't have too much time for all that extra stuff. But those are just a few things that I like to do.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That definitely sounds like some good stuff. No doubt about it. And one thing about me is I'm actually a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for about 6 years now, and I got a bunch of guys in my gym. What advice would you give them to keep on coming into the gym to get better and better every class?
My advice is sometimes sometimes I show up to the gym, for 6 months and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm getting better at all because sometimes it's like it feels day to day. Like some days I feel like I'm on top of the world and some days I feel like I haven't trained a day in my life and I'm terrible. But it's the small building blocks you put down every time you go to a practice, and be intentional about learning. You don't see the growth until you look back, a year or two later and you're like, wow, the growth is insane. So yeah, just being patient and being consistent and patiently, consistent. Like, yeah, I'm rambling here, but that's one thing that it's huge in my career is like, don't rush growth. Like just keep showing up and it's going to happen. It's going to follow if you're doing all the right things.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I definitely think that's really important, no doubt about it. And when you're in there training and whatnot, I mean, what are the vibes kind of like? What kind of music you like to listen to when you're in there training and whatnot?
It kind of depends. Sometimes when I go to boxing, we put on like I love Rod Wave. He's like one of my favorite artists and favorite rappers. But yeah, I can put on some rap music if I'm training. But if I'm not training, I'll put on some like spa music. Like I like stuff that calms me down. But training music for sure, I'll go Rod Wave all day.
Nice. Nice. I definitely think Rodway is definitely a sick choice. And what's kind of like your training regimen kind of like? Talk us a little bit more kind of like your daily schedule, what you kind of do on a daily basis.
So I usually train a session in the morning, whether it's strength and conditioning or a drilling session. And then at night, usually I'll go to boxing for about an hour and a half. And then one night I'll go to kickboxing. And then the next day I'll go to jujitsu. So it's kind of like I do a lot of boxing. And then I go to boxing 2 days a week, jujitsu like 4 times a week, kickboxing mixed in there. So I do all kind of different types of sessions, and then I have strength and conditioning mixed in there too. And then sometimes if I feel like I have a little energy at the end of the week, I'll go do some sprints or some like a 2 mile run or something if I have a little extra energy at the end of the week.
Yeah, no, that definitely sounds like a good game plan, no doubt about it. And when it comes to your UFC career, obviously, you're just kind of getting started with it. But I mean, is there maybe any dream opponents or maybe even a dream location besides maybe Louisiana, maybe you want to fight in the future?
Yeah, definitely. One day I want to fight Macy Barber. I've watched her since she was on the Contender Series, and I just feel like I can match up really well with her. She's a really good striker. I think she's a southpaw, if I'm not mistaken, and I just think we'd put on a great show. And I think I would, think I could give her some hell, and it would be a really good fight. So I could see that in the future. It might be a few years down the line. It might be really soon. So we'll see.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I definitely think that could be a fun one, no doubt about it. And you mentioned it could be maybe a few years, maybe be soon. I mean, with that being said, I mean, what would maybe be your game plan kind of going into that matchup? I mean, how do you kind of think you would get a win?
I know she likes to, sometimes fighting close. She's really good with clinch and elbows. So I think it'd be one of those fights where I kind of have to fight at her range, pick her apart, and definitely look for a big setup kick or, making sure I'm setting up things and not just, clashing in the middle with her because she has really good in tight boxing and elbows and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it would be a fun one for sure. I definitely hope it gets booked. And another thing I was curious about, I mean, what's maybe kind of your goals that you might have with MMA at the moment and just in general?
For me right now, I'm just really just trying to get wins, and build my career. So it's like I definitely want to have a belt one day, but that's not my goal right now. My goal is to get wins, grow my name, grow my brand, get some fans behind me, and then I know there'll be a time to get that belt, but right now I'm really just trying to compete, perform, have fun, and make some fans.
Yeah, no, and speaking of fans, I definitely enjoyed having you on the show. I mean, what's maybe your final message out there for the fans watching this video?
I mean, I just want to thank everybody for supporting. I have so many people at home in Louisiana, and I'm starting to, get people, around the world supporting me, and it means a lot. It really pushes me to keep working and keep trying to put on amazing shows for y'all, and that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully, I could. Every time I step in that cage, I want people to be excited that they get to watch me strike or they get to watch me fight. So I'm gonna keep hopefully making everybody proud and get some wins.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to your next performance, and I hope you get put on the Dustin Poirier's card. That would be a lot of fun. And thank you so much for taking the time. It means a lot to me, and we're looking forward to what's next for you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on. This was fun.
Yeah, no problem at all. And again, thank you so much for taking the time. It means a lot to me.
Yep, no problem. Thanks.
All right, we'll stay in touch. Thank you so much once again.